illustrious group of people today, so thank you all for coming. It's a conglomeration of everybody helping to move an agenda for poorer people in this city. And so I thank you. I'll name a few of the elected leaders in the room in a second. There are many community groups in the room. There are graduates from the program. There are numerous staff people helping to make it all happen. And of course, the wonderful HTA staff people. Raise your hand. The HTA, you may know, is headed by an amazing woman who pushes super hard and may even ruffle maybe a feather or two in the process, but we're happy about that because poor people need that. They need people who are going to stand up for them and push hard. And I'd like to just recognize Adine Foreman, Executive Director of the HTA. I'm not going to give a big speech. I'm just going to let you know that our mission in the Hospitality Training Academy, which is the training arm of Unite Here Local 11, our mission is to truly help grab poor people, train them in the culinary arts, train them to be bartenders, not amateur bartenders, mind you, bartenders, baristas, and then push them into union jobs where, for the most part, they're going to make a minimum of $50,000 a year, have full family health benefits, a pension, a legal plan when they get in trouble with other things like bankruptcy or whatever else, landlord-tenant, and then we make sure that they ascend to a middle-class lifestyle. So it's one by one, training people with real skills. So I'm super excited about this. It's a labor of love on my part as the chair, and it's wonderful to see so many people here today. I'd just like to acknowledge a couple of people in our audience here. We have Assembly Member Miguel Santiago. Maybe you can put your hand up if you don't mind, Miguel. Oh, there you go. Mike Fong, Assembly Member Mike Fong. Thank you, Mike. We have the Superintendent of Public Instruction for the state of California, Tony Thurman. We have Santa Monica City Council member, Caroline Terrosis. Where are you, Caroline? There you are. And she is also a person who represents Holly Mitchell from the LA Supervisors. We have Senator Caroline Menjivar. Where is she? Okay, thank you. Rick Zabur, where are you, Rick? And we have, I think we have Katie Yaroslavsky here as well. Okay, sorry, senior staff here, and we'll introduce you to a couple more city councilors in just a second. So first, I would like to bring to the podium Greg, my partner in crime here, who's going to introduce our next speaker.
Hey folks, good morning, or good afternoon, whatever it is. Look, I just want to take a moment of personal privilege and ask for a moment of silence for what's going on in Ukraine and the Middle East and all the innocent lives that have been lost. 5 seconds. Thank you. That was on a serious note. Now we're doing our Winchell and Mahoney thing. Somebody asked me, they said, Greg, I see you at this event all the time. It's the food, guys. When you taste the food, and hopefully you'll go out of sequence and you'll start with dessert and work your way back. So I've got the privilege of introducing my deputy mayor. He's been involved in this. Of course, we're trying to do everything possible to make sure that this jurisdiction is competitive in terms of business development. And of course, you'll see all the graduates here. HTA produces human capital that all of our employers need to be successful and compete in this global economy. So with that, I'd like to introduce Jared Rivera, the Deputy Mayor of the City of Los Angeles.
Good morning, folks. Thank you for the invitation to be here. Thank you, President Minato. The mayor, as folks may know, is still in DC, where she's been meeting over the last couple of days with members of the City Council and congressional representatives So she expresses her regrets for not being here today. But we are so excited to be here today to celebrate the incredible work of the HTA. As folks know, the mayor is really focused on the issue of the unhoused and affordability for all of the city of Los Angeles. But what she knows is that the best way to keep people off of the streets is by a good union job that provides benefits for the entire family. I know a little bit about this because prior to joining the mayor's staff, I spent over 15 years in the labor movement. And I've seen firsthand the impact that a union job has, not just on the family, not just on the worker, but the entire family, the entire community. So this pipeline that is being created in the hospitality industry is creating pathways to maybe the first time to have access to a quality healthcare for the entire family. Maybe the first time to have sick pay. Maybe the first time to have vacation. Maybe the first time to have pensions. Maybe the first time to have retirement security. So this is incredibly important work. And I would say particularly at this time in our city, when we are going to be welcoming the entire world with the Olympics, we're going to be welcoming the entire world with the World Cup. We want to show the entire world all that Los Angeles has to offer. We want to share our beaches and our great weather and all of our landmarks, but we know that the best asset that we have is our people. And so the graduates of this program are going to be the folks who welcome all of the folks from around the world here to Los Angeles and show them that we are committed to excellence here in the city of LA. So to the staff, to Local 11, to all of the graduates, we want to say congratulations, and please know that the mayor is committed to this success, and we want to work together to grow this program so that we have an increased pipeline to all these great jobs now and in the future.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Jared Rivera. And I apologize, I've been remiss in not introducing my co-president. We're a very weird union. We have 3 co-presidents, not 1 president. And so I want to introduce one of my co-presidents, Ada Briseño. Over here, stand up, Ada. And Ada is the chair also of the Democratic Party of Orange County. So she's got a couple of jobs.
I'm going to introduce the elected. Some of you know I'm from a family of elected officials, and I can share some tidbits about some of them. So the first elected that I'm going to introduce is Heather Hutt. Heather and I, and I won't age Heather, I'll age myself, go back maybe 25 years. And by the way, Heather's sister is an entrepreneur who is the owner of a women's basketball team in a women's basketball league. She couldn't be here today because they're playing in Phoenix, aren't they? Oh, no, it's a men's. They're playing in Phoenix, aren't they? I think it's New Mexico. So if you're a sports fan, hit up Heather for some, if you want something in terms of the name of the team and when they play. Heather's got a very interesting sister. I actually bumped into her one time in Europe on the Spanish Steps, and we were talking basketball. But let me acknowledge Heather. Can you please stand up, Heather? Thank you, the councilwoman of the 10th District. Yeah. Yes. Next, I want to acknowledge one of the members of the committee that has oversight of workforce development, someone who was birthed by the labor movement. Let's hear it for Hugo Soto Martinez. Hugo, where are you at? Okay, they want to bring the students. I've been given some direction from the real bosses. Since they're going to speak, they want me to introduce our 2 students. And we'll have a little bit about them. They'll tell you a little bit about their experience going through the program. The first is Owen Mullen. He comes from a large family. I have actually 8 other siblings. He has 7 children. Come on up. Come on up, Owen.
Where are you? No, you're wrong.
Camille Creighton and Antoine.
Yeah, let me finish. Owen, come on up. Yeah, I thought it was on there. Yeah.
The 2 people speaking are Camille Creighton and Antoine Huber.
I'm just going to acknowledge them.
The other 2 are not out here.
Oh, they're not out here.
No.
Okay. Then we'll deal with Camille Creighton. The other two are actually doing things inside, getting everything ready. And we'll get to Antoine Houston. Come on up. Come on up. I had the wrong one. Oh, that's right. Got it. Come on up.
Well, good day, everyone. Sorry. Owen's back there. He's cutting up cake for everybody. He'll be out here. He'll be here in a minute. But my name is Camille. I am currently in the line cook apprenticeship program here at HTA. Just a little bit of background about myself. I found myself laid off during COVID, as many were. I was in the education field, and I worked for a local school district. And once that happened, I decided like this is a chance for me to follow my dreams of entering the culinary field. One of my previous coworkers had actually told me about the program, so I couldn't believe it at first. It was a free program, professional culinary training, and would be easier. Okay.
Really close to your mouth.
And it sounded like too good to be true. Like, oh, a professional training culinary program that was legit. So I thought, why not give it a shot? I reached out to the program, I came to the orientation, and from that point on, it's been a journey of just growth and transformation. We're going into our last week next week. It's a two-month program, so 8 weeks, and it's very fast-paced. In just 2 months, I've acquired an invaluable wealth of knowledge and experience that has not only enriched me professionally, but personally. When I first came here, I was very shy, and it's forced me to come out of my shell tremendously. The confidence that it's instilled in me, it really assures me that I can succeed in a professional kitchen just within 2 months. So if you're considering joining the program, or you know someone who might benefit from it, I strongly urge you to apply and spread the word. Programs like these are vital for individuals seeking a fresh start, and they contribute to our community and our economy as well. It's really a win-win for everybody involved. So in closing, I wanted to express my gratitude for the opportunity I've been given, and I encourage you all to sample some of the wonderful dishes that we've created. We've been working really hard on them. And they're truly a testament to the skills and the passion that this program has ignited in all of us. And thank you for your support, and thank you for coming out today.
And she's not shy, is she? She's done a great job. Thank you, Camille. Okay, and now Antoine Houston. All right, I'd like to introduce you to Antoine Houston.
Hello, everyone. I'm Antoine Houston. I was.
You have to put it real close. Yeah.
I'm starting a new career in this culinary, and I spent for the last 16 years I've been incarcerated. So I've learned about this program.
Here, let me hold it for you. Here you go.
I learned.
Here it is.
It's pretty extensive.
I learned about this program.
Let's start over from the beginning.
My name is Antoine Houston. I'm 41 years old. I've been incarcerated for like 16 years. I basically learned about this program through Amity Foundation. Being here through at HTA has been like a true passion of mine, cooking. They taught me a lot. I'm more and more, each and every day I'm learning more, and I'm ready to pursue a career as a chef anywhere, whoever wants to hire me. So that's all I have to say.
Thank you. Okay, Heather's next. Thank you.
Heather first.
Okay, I've already given you a taste of what you're going to hear from Heather. Come on up, Councilwoman. Come on up.
Yay! You're gonna have to hold it.
Okay, I'm gonna try and talk into the mic. Welcome to the 10th district, everybody. Yes. HTA is in the 10th. And what you know is this is a national model for workforce training. And we just heard 2 examples from people that had either suffered through COVID and needed a job and needed an actual career that was going to be sustainable, and someone who is re-entering back into the community and needed to follow their passion. So I just want to say thank you. This is not my first time here, so I know how well the work is, and Camille and Antoine just talked about it. This institution is providing people everywhere opportunity, and it doesn't matter what their economic status is, because the training is free. And it doesn't matter what gender, what age, or what religion you are. You can come to the 10th district and get a leg up. That's what I'm here to say, right? So I appreciate that. This is a place that truly deserves what the U.S. Department of Labor Critical Sector Award is all about. It is a location of hope. It's a location where we heard that dreams are coming true, and it's life-changing, and what a better place to have the national eyes on. So I'm so excited about the investment that's being made here, the award that's being given here, and as a councilwoman, I'm excited to continue working with HTA to enhance our community. There is a chef in the kitchen that is running things. And our kids went to elementary school together. So, it's not like people are coming from somewhere else to get work done. It's people right here in the community helping other people in the community. So it's my honor to be here for this well-deserved award. And what I want to do is give you a certificate of recognition for the Hospitality Training Academy that's right here. Woo. Woo. Okay. It says a whole bunch of stuff about the city of Los Angeles and how great you are, and I won't bore everybody with that. But when they come in to view it, it'll be up on the wall, and you'll be able to see about this certificate of recognition. But it certainly deserves everything that it gets, and we're really excited about this training program. And I've eaten here before, and the food is really good. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And if anybody wants to know about basketball.
Thank you so much,
One more time.
Councilwoman.
Council member. I mentioned the council member who was birthed by the labor movement, Hugo Soto Martinez. I'm sure his parents will disagree with that. But he'll tell you a little bit about himself. And by the way, as soon as he walked in, my chair of the Workforce Development Board, Charlie Wu, Charlie's over here, they had to take care of a little business before. So that always happens at these events. It's part fun and it's part business. Come on up, council member.
Thank you so much, Greg. Birthed by the labor movement. Okay. I feel like Neo from the Matrix. Thank you so much. I do want to thank everyone for being here. You've never been here to the HTA. I hope you soak in, talk to the folks, understand just how beautiful of a program this is. And I want to thank everyone who's made this possible. But of course, a lot of this would not have been possible with the amazing leadership of Dean Foreman. Please give her a round of applause. I remember when she first came to the union in HTA, and she definitely has ruffled a lot of feathers, without a doubt. And of course, my two amazing co-presidents, Susan Minato and Ada Briseño, and my OG president from the LA Fed, Yvonne Wheeler, Jared Rivera, Secretary Julie Su. We didn't get a chance to see each other in DC, but I'm here now, and so faith has brought us together. It's true. So I spent 16 years in the labor movement. Obviously, I love the union. I love what it does for workers. My mom became a member of SEIU USWW when I was 15 years old, after they had spent basically their entire lives being street vendors. And so I saw the importance of having a union job. My mom went from working 2-3 jobs to working one. We got off of food stamps for the first time. We had health insurance for the first time. We were no longer going to county hospital for 8, 10 12 hours just to see someone with a cold. If you've ever been to a county hospital, that's what you have to deal with. And although I was a child at the time, I can't imagine being a parent having to do that. And so the union brought so many things. Now, it didn't put us into the upper middle class, but it stabilized our family. And so I understand the importance of the union. So I spent a long time with Unite Here Local 11. But I remember when the HTA program first started. And now something that a lot of folks probably don't know is that when we said, what kind of jobs are we going to create? One of the first things we did is we went to the industry. We said, what are the things that you are having trouble finding? And they said, we need cooks, we need bartenders. Then later it said we need housekeepers. And so this program truly is one where it's a win-win. We work with our business partners, we work with the community, and we say, what are the needs that everyone can win by? And so this is why that program is special in so many ways. And so getting this grant, we're going to be able to, the $3 million that we got from the secretary, not directly, but obviously from the government, it's going to keep doing that more, because those are the things we need in society. And there's a lot of work to do, but what makes me very optimistic is that we're all rowing in the right direction. I think there's no longer a debate whether it's good to have a union job or not. The debate is over. We have won the debate because we have won it through struggle, through fighting, and to demonstrating programs like this. So let's take a moment to celebrate these accomplishments and recognize that we still got a lot of work to do. But when we do these things, everybody wins. And so just very grateful to be here, and always good to be home. Thank you, Susan.
Actually, he's not the son of the union movement, he's my son. Okay, I would, and on the note that Ugo left us with, that it is cooperation truly between companies, the union, and the HTA, I would like to introduce someone very special who you don't get to talk to too often. His name is Chef Andres Nieto, and he is the Director of Food and Beverage at the Westin Bonaventure Hotel, and he's going to tell you about the program from his point of view. So, Chef, where are you? Oh, there you are. You're already ready. Come on up.
Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all having a great afternoon. I'm the Director of Food and Beverage, aka Chef Andres. So I hope everyone is having a nice time so far. And it's so great to see so many people here sharing in the Hospitality Training Academy's success. We at the Westin Bonaventure, been working with HTA for over 10 years. So they provide us really highly trained culinarians. A lot of them are entry-level culinarians with a really great classical training. So that's something we really appreciate as they come into the environment and then join our team to really support us in serving our guests. What I find most helpful about the program is that the leaders here always hand select the cooks to what our culture is at the hotel. So that actually helps retain the cooks long term. So that's something that's an objective of ours, is to retain great culinarians that come to join the hotel. The apprentices have great sanitation knowledge. They have great knowledge of cooking techniques. They have great attitudes. They learn quickly. Once they come to the hotel, they join us. And they hit the floor running, which we really appreciate. A lot of them are working today, as a matter of fact, on a banquet of 1,000 people. So thank you. Also, I want to acknowledge something that we really appreciated was a relationship we had with HTA at the beginning of the pandemic in 2020. We formed a partnership with HTA, Los Angeles County, the City of Los Angeles, and a number of other union hotels to prepare over 4.8 million meals during the pandemic. These were delivered to homebound seniors, survivors of domestic violence, the homeless, and low-income families. So that was something that was really personal to me, and we were so proud to be part of that. And it was just really an incredible feat. It kept so many of our hotel workers employed, at the same time really serving a great purpose in the community. So we were so proud, and we're so proud to be part of that. So thank you for letting us be part of that. And then I just also want to say that we are it's great to have the partnership. So we always have a pipeline of great, cooks coming our way. And so again, just really appreciate everything that HTA does. So we're happy to be a partner with you guys. So thank you so much, and we're glad to be here to greet all the culinarians and then the instructors. So if you have time, please spend time with the culinarians and Chef Mitchell. So anyways, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Let me just, I was remiss again. Let me introduce to you in the back there, Dan Stimler, who is a vice president from USC, who is on our board, and he was also extremely instrumental in making sure that serving our community program that Chef just described happened. So thank you, Dan.
Hi, folks. The chef mentioned that during the pandemic, we actually pressed into service HTA to help us respond. Now, no one has ever imagined, of course, we have an emergency system that responds to catastrophes and things like that. But this program and its partners, remember, this is a partnership, a labor management partnership between employers and businesses and Unite Here Local 11. It's a partnership under Taft-Hartley. It's a very unusual one. We're announcing today that we're going to try to expand this program and these partnerships elsewhere in the nation. So let's acknowledge the chef one more time. Now, remember I mentioned the two folks that were getting things ready in the back. I'll introduce them again. Owen Mullen, 7 kids, now in this program, has an opportunity to earn a union wage, a living wage. He's going to talk about his experiences here. And Andres K., who's also a recent high school graduate, is going through our training program. And Chef, you've done a good job. These are ideal employees. The employers are going to pick them up. And by the way, I'll mention, there is no more effective workforce development program in the county. Their placement rate exceeds everything that we have in terms of our menu of services. Come on up, folks.
Hi there, my name is Owen Mullins. I found out about Hospitality Training Academy while researching for a new career. 12 years ago, my life was changed when we decided to add to our family of 5 by foster adopting a sibling set of 4. Being a stay-at-home dad of 7, my skills needed to be updated, so I decided to go back to school to learn a new trade and to re-enter the workforce. I'd applied to a few schools, but couldn't afford the tuition, and I've been unemployed for a few years now, taking care of the kids. The caliber of the instruction is incredible. Chef Frieder, Chef Harold, Chef Zadi, and the service the staff provides, top notch. As my mom would call it, is #1, which means really, really good. The training HTA has provided me will give me an edge on my competition and help me provide a living wage and benefits for my family of 9. This program will impact my family for generations. When my 6-year-old granddaughter Knight found out that I was in culinary school, she excitedly said to me, "So Papa, you can teach me to cook?" I said, "Yes, I can." And it helped us bond as I've been practicing at home and showing her what I've learned. I definitely recommend this program to anyone who's passionate about the culinary field and wants to make it a career. I'm so grateful for this incredible opportunity, and I want to thank all of you for coming together and supporting programs like this. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Andres K. I'm 19 years old and I'm a full-time student here at HTA's Line Cook Apprenticeship Program. And I'm also a full-time cashier at Bristol Farms. I'm a recent graduate who really struggled with what to do after high school. But I knew that I liked to cook occasionally. But I didn't want to spend years in school and racking up all this student debt because it's very expensive here in the US. So I was able to find this training program through a family friend who told me about it since they'd seen it on social media and they knew I had a passion for food. I looked into the HTA and was hesitant at first because it seemed way too good to be true. The program is short, only 8 weeks, and completely free. You don't pay anything. I showed up, and after speaking to them, I immediately signed up. Enrolling at HTA has been the best decision I could have made. The program is excellent, from the things I've learned to the various chef instructors. And everyone here wants to see you succeed, and that's the biggest thing for me, is that they continue to push us every day. And you know, not just to succeed in a regular job. You know, it's a fast-paced kitchen where you're learning every day, and you can, you know, climb up. And I'm looking forward to starting my culinary career in a unionized position where I can make a living wage. So thank you.
Okay, so some people have made some references to a program that the Department of Labor has now given us funding for. And so one of the way the program is set up is that we work with other cities to help set up a similar or more advanced program. So I'd like to bring up to the stage a very good comrade of mine, a good friend of mine. Her name is Karen Kent, and she is the president of Unite Here Local 1 in Chicago, and also the chair of the board of a similar HTA organization in Chicago called UCHI. I always get it wrong. Is it UCHI or is it UCHI? It's UCHI.
Yes, for the record, it is UCHI. UCHI stands for Unite Here Chicago Hospitality Institute, but phonetically we say UCHI. Say it with me. So I'm honored to be here. We are one of the cities, as Susan said, who has been lifted up by HTA and Local 11. They have been, we would not be here or have a program but for the work that they have done with us already, and we're so honored. People have referred to Adine as a pusher, but I'd say she's like a fire starter, you know, like a lot of fire all the time, and along with Mitchell and the whole team, and I'm just so honored to work with all of you. I'm so grateful for all your support. Our other cities that are with us, and Cheryl Morris is the executive director of UCHI with us from Chicago. She's here today, but there's also Krista Strockman is here today also from Baltimore. She's the ED of the program that will be up and running in Baltimore, and also represented in the cities are Philadelphia and Phoenix as well. So the 4 of our cities are going to receive the assistance. We're so honored, and we won't let you down. We're just going to keep on rolling and do what we do and do what they do. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay, so now we have someone special, a good friend. Her name is Yvonne Wheeler. She is the head of the LA County Federation of Labor, AFL-CIO, and she will introduce our keynote speaker. Yvonne Wheeler.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. What she didn't tell you is I'm co-vice president number 4. No pay, no vote, no voice. I tell them all that I'm number 4. It's a pleasure to be here at the HTA, and Nadine and all of you guys have done a wonderful job. But I have the distinct honor of introducing the keynote speaker. She assumed her role as acting Secretary of Labor in March 11, 2023. This was following her confirmation by the Senate to serve as the Deputy Secretary of Labor on July 13, 2021. In her capacity as Deputy Secretary, she played a pivotal role as the de facto Chief Operating Officer for the U.S. Department of Labor. Her responsibilities included overseeing the department's workforce, managing its budget, and implementing key priorities set by the Secretary of Labor. Before her appointment, she held the position of the Secretary for the California Labor and Workforce Development Agency, and in her role, she spearheaded efforts to enforce workplace laws, combat wage theft, ensure occupational health and safety, connect Californians to quality jobs and career pathways, and administer vital programs such as unemployment insurance, workers' compensation, and paid family leave. She is widely recognized as a national expert in workers' rights and civil rights. Throughout her distinguished legal career, she has been committed to advancing justice for marginalized and disenfranchised communities. Notably, she received acclaim for her advocacy, earning recognition in the form of MacArthur Foundation's Genius Giant and a Genius Grant. Her expertise and dedication to the cause of justice make her a prominent figure in the realm of labor and workforce development. Her leadership as acting Secretary of Labor is expected to shape policies and initiatives that prioritize the well-being and the rights of American workers. She was instrumental in settling the labor dispute between the ILWU and the Pacific Maritime Association, assisting them and shepherding them into reaching a tentative agreement. It is my honor and my pleasure to present to some and introduce to others our Acting Secretary of Labor, not the Treasurer, Acting Secretary of Labor, which we are so proud, Julie Sue.
Hello, everybody. It is so good to be home. So thank you all for welcoming back to California and to Los Angeles. From my days as labor secretary here in California, I had the privilege of cutting the ribbon for the grand opening of the Hospitality Training Academy. And so I have always felt at home in the HTA kitchen and sharing a meal with this community. I also want to say, this has already been said, but I want to say, since Chef Mitchell is standing right here, that you know that I know that this is the best meal in LA. So thank you. There's also so many familiar faces here, so I just really wanted to say a little bit to the community leaders who are here. Charlie Wu, longtime relentless innovator in the workforce development space. Greg Irish, my friend, comrade. We've met here several times. We've now met in DC. So appreciate your spirit and your leadership in all of this work and our ongoing friendship. To the labor leaders who are there's so many who are here. And Karen, so excited about what you are going to do. I have no doubt that not only will not only will you not let us down, those of you who believe in this model, but you are going to take it to heights that we haven't even imagined. So to all of you, that's right. But I really want to say something about Susan Minato. Susan, who has just been an outstanding, extraordinary labor leader for decades, not just here in California, but for your work, important work in other parts of the country too. I really just, would support whatever it is that you are trying to do. It makes sense for us to try to support and promote. So congratulations to you for all that you do. To the employers, it's already been said also that none of this would be possible without the employers. To the Chef Andres and any other employers who are here, this partnership, we at the Department of Labor are doubling down on partnerships between unions and management, and that management side of it is so key. So thank you for that. And to Chef Andres, we had breakfast at the Bonaventure this morning, so I do want to also say that that good work on your part there at the Bonaventure. Thank you for your leadership in setting the pace for what is possible, and hoping to see more of what your leadership has demonstrated in other hotels. So many elected officials here, friends, I just, have deep appreciation for how effective you all at the city level have been in making LA really a model for what can be done and what can be done between, city leaders, private actors, unions, and the rest. I think that, I take all of what I learned in LA from decades of activism and work and in California with me to my current role, and I'm grateful for all the lessons I learned from being here. Like Ugo, my mom's union job is what put my family on the path to the middle class too, and it was my parents moving from minimum wage jobs to her LA County job, so deep roots in LA, that changed my life and our lives. I want to say one last thank you, which is deep, deep appreciation to Adine Foreman. I've stood in this spot before and called her a force of nature. That is still true. I want to say, Adine, you are someone who imagines something that doesn't yet exist. You figure out a plan to make it exist, and then you bring everybody who's needed to make it happen to the table, and either through cooperation or or something else, everybody figures out that that's the path that needs to be followed. And I am here to salute you for all of your work, and very, very proud to be able to spread it to other parts of the country, Adine. So thank you for what you've done. There's some of my former colleagues in California who are here, but there's also some folks in the Department of Labor who are here. And I just want the Department of Labor staff to just wave so people can see. Oh, you're right in the front. Thank you so much. Because in this administration, the Department of Labor is part of communities. We are working in partnership on the ground with people who are doing this work on a day-to-day basis. So I want you to know them. I say this all the time, that our career folks are the heart and soul of the department, and they're going to be here long after I am not. And so their work is just so important for the future that we're all trying to build together. And to the apprentices, to Antoine, Camille, Owen, and Andres, you are the reason that we are all here. I was not in a great mood on my way here, but now that I've seen you all and heard you all, it is a reminder of why the Department of Labor is working every single day to make sure that we expand opportunity, especially for those who've been left out, that society has given up on, and to really modernize and expand and double down on partnerships like this that work, and apprenticeships that really provide a path for people out of poverty into the middle class. So my last visit to HTA was a year ago. It was on National Apprenticeship Women's Day, and one of the women who spoke was Fraticia Johnson. And I remember what Fraticia said to other apprentices and other people who were considering coming into the program was, just do it and don't hold back. And I remember that because I feel like that's also a message to those of us in government. And it's a message that my team hears me say all the time. The don't hold back, I phrase as, what are we doing as a department to unleash our full power for the good of working people? So we're going to continue to do that. We're not holding back. And that is one reason that I am also here and why I'm so excited to announce the grant that we are making. So let me say something quickly about President Biden, because President Biden has said that he wants his administration to be the most pro-union, pro-worker administration in history. And we don't just want to say it, we are doing it, and we are doing it by not holding back. So under President Biden's leadership, 13.9 million jobs have been created in this economy since he came into office. That's accompanied by record low levels of unemployment. Many people said it would take years to get to under 4% unemployment. We've now been at 3.8% for the longest stretch, over a year and a half, the longest stretch since the 1960s. And it's the same time that we see more and more people coming into the workforce, which means people are coming to look for jobs and they are finding jobs. Now, to be fair, there's still a lot more work to do. We know that that's true. And part of that is that for too long, working people have been left behind, some more than others. So we've seen a growing gap between productivity and wages, right? Which means that profits have been going to the rich and not to workers. We've seen a growing gap between CEO pay and frontline worker pay. So in President Biden's America, we are rewriting that story. And we believe, as I know everyone here believes, that the way to do it is for all of America's workers, regardless of race, gender, zip code, circumstance, that all of those workers should be able to get a good job, to earn a living, provide for their family, and have some what the president calls breathing room. And to use their talents, as we see here, to contribute to their communities and to feel proud of what they do. And that is what the Hospitality Training Academy is all about. It's about equity, right? A belief that everybody gets a shot. It's about diversity. And so to Heather's point, the participants here reflect the beautiful diversity of Los Angeles, the beauty of District 10. It's about a 100% placement rate. So Greg, you said that, and that is so important. That's right. That's what apprenticeship programs are. It's the labor management partnership that allows everybody who comes to this program to get a good job at the end of it. I say this all the time, that job training should not end in a job search. It should end in an actual job. And that is what is happening right here. And that's why the Department of Labor wants to see HTA go national. So we are granting nearly $3 million so HTA can expand to Chicago, to Phoenix, to Baltimore, and to Philadelphia, and to take this magic and sprinkle it a little bit in other parts of the country. So now, this is also part of the Department of Labor's critical sector job quality grant, and we've identified a few other critical sectors like hospitality. Care is one of them, and resilience work is another. And the reason for these particular sectors is that they are vital to our economy. They were hard hit by COVID, and to be frank, in lots of places in these industries, jobs are not at the quality and the wages that we would want them to be. And so what is so special about HTA, I'm just gonna say something really quickly about the who, what, when, and how, is that HTA, the who, is about the people that you serve, right? It's about people of color, the precariously housed, the formerly incarcerated. We heard from Antoine, who, I know the mic wasn't working well, but he was incarcerated for 16 years before he came into this program. And now he's gonna get a good union job that is gonna demonstrate to everybody what he's capable of. And those folks have been excluded from good jobs for too long. And the who of HTA is that that's no longer gonna be the case. The what of what HTA does is free, high quality training. This has already been said, but also with supports, with childcare supports, with transportation supports. Those are the kinds of things that used to create barriers to people actually succeeding in programs and getting to good jobs. At HTA, you're saying, no, we're gonna pave new pathways with those supports in place. The how is the connection to good jobs. It's already been said. I will not repeat that again. But Hugo said it. Greg has said it. It has to end in a good job that has career opportunities. And the when is now. We have to be urgent about this work. And so we want to build on something that we know already worked to expand it. So thank you again for letting us do all of that. I want to share one quick story about Elaji Damfa, who I think lots of you know. But Elaji, get up here. So, Elaji, if I get this wrong, you correct me, okay? But Elaji came as a new immigrant, right? Yes, yes. And as a new immigrant, Elaji's first job was doing minimum wage at like a fast casual restaurant, yes. Right? And it obviously didn't pay nearly enough for you to have the life that you want. And so you had a dream to become a chef. Yes. So that job was also not renewed closer to that. Yeah. So you found HTA's apprenticeship program, and you said, this is the moment that I've been waiting for, yes. Right? Yes. And then Elaji went on, graduated, got a good union job as a cook at a hotel in downtown LA, earning twice as much as you were before. And then what happened was, because Elaji was so phenomenal, his executive chef called to say that the boss wanted to know, where did Elaji get all these skills? How did he become so good at this? And it was about HTA. It was about your talent and about what HTA did. And I've heard that story over and over again since HTA started, that the folks who go into these jobs become models in their workplaces, and that feeds more people coming to the HTA Academy. So HTA, you've proven what can be done. That's why we're invested in scaling it. The president has said we're going to build an economy from the middle out and the bottom up, and that means folks like Elaji, folks like the apprentices you heard before, getting these good jobs. We are so, so proud to support you. We know that you will never hold back, and neither will we. So congratulations, and thank you so, so much.
Thank you very much. And congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Once again, one more round of applause for our secretary. Now, Susan has given me the distinct honor of introducing my friend. Whenever Charlie Wu, the head of the Workforce Development Board for the City of Los Angeles, and I need counsel about workforce development issues, we call Adine Foreman. And I'm proud to call her a friend. How many of you guys are fans of, what was it, Game of Thrones? Game of Thrones, anybody? I refer to Adine, I only do it in my home, to my wife, as the mother of all dragons. So let me introduce the mother of all dragons. Come on out.
I don't know whether to thank you or be, I've ruffled feathers, I don't know. I mean, I thought I was tough, but I didn't think I was brutal. Okay, I am the very last speaker. I really am so overwhelmed by having so many of you here from everywhere, from our employers, from USC, from the Beverly Hilton, from HMS Host. I mean, I can go on and on, the Bonaventure, Vlos Hollywood, I mean, on and on. Just really, you all make this possible by hiring the graduates that we train. And I want to invite Chef Mitchell up here with me because in 2015, we started writing this curriculum and we killed ourselves, him especially on the culinary piece, me on the apprentice piece, learning how to do this. And we always said to ourselves and with Susan that we want to take this and make it the damn best program in LA. And then once we get LA done and set, we are going to take it nationally. And this could not be done without Chef Mitchell, without the staff we have here today, without Jaime as our apprenticeship coordinator, without George as our director of finance, on and on with all of the staff at the HTA. They make this possible. And it really, literally brings tears to my eyes to get this grant from Madam Secretary. Man, I love saying that. I love that show, and I love saying Madam Secretary. So I'm grateful to the U.S. Department of Labor, to Madam Secretary Sue, for all the people that work under her. Brent, I mean, they're all wonderful. God, I'm tearing up here. Brent and everything, because it really is making this dream, he's crying. He always cries. We both cry. It's making this dream a reality. And this is something that we have really said, when we get to scale this nationally and build this up across this country, we will know that we have really done what we set our minds to. So it really is with all the support of the people really under this tent, and really Secretary Sue's belief in us, that has made this possible.